Welcome, SqueezeMobi community, as everyone pours into the room. One more time, let me introduce myself, Enrique Becco, and what we're going to be covering today is the 5-day text message crusher, and I am pumped. I am excited. I felt that tingly sensation right before getting on here, especially today. There is so much energy in this room, and I want to get everyone hyped. So let's see who is here in the room. I see Jay, I see Steve, I see Anna, Paul, Jack, Chris, Miriam, Malcolm, Cy, Deborah, Constance, Rex. What's up, everybody? Let's jump right into this and have a little bit of fun. We got a lot of stuff to cover, so let's start. First thing I want to ask everybody on here, who here has at least one client on a recurring schedule? Who's closed a client? And this could be on a Facebook campaign. This could be on a SMS campaign, on a text messaging campaign. Someone said, I got a dozen recurring. Yes. All right. So we've got a bunch. We got a mix here, and I like that. I like that. And if no, give me a not yet as well. But I like that we've got a nice, good mix in here. Second thing that I want to ask everybody is, are you ready? Because I'm going to walk you through today a 5-day total SMS blueprint. I'm going to show you how to pick up these $200 a month clients by sourcing clients from a source that has so much untapped potential that these clients are going to be pretty much begging for your services, and then how to actually show that, how to actually build that SMS campaign in 10 minutes flat. Now, why is this important? You have WP lead explosion. You can pretty much now, once you have a list of potential clients to target, I'm going to show you which clients need to be, which potential clients need to be on that list, and how you can get either an outsourcer or a VA, an employee, to create that list of clients that are pretty much going to be begging for it. We're going to go through a swipe as well. And then once we do that, we're going to get a little bit technical, and we're going to show you how to build SMS campaigns and how to close those clients. Okay? So that is the agenda. Generate those leads, setting those appointments, auditing the business for that close, doing the fulfillment, and then scaling up, implementing a couple income multipliers by building your team, doing a little bit of telemarketing, and the local webinar model as well. So with that being said, who knows me, myself, and I, Enrique Becco, or the SqueezeMobi crew? I see a lot of people on here are familiar names. Some people are not. So I think we have quite a bit of people here that are not yet. Okay? I do see a couple of people that do not know myself. All right, so let me go through this just in a couple minutes so that we could jump right into it. All right, hey Godfather of Salsa, how are you doing? I come from a little bit of a different background in that I haven't been in the marketing world my entire life. There's some people that have been online internet millionaires when they turned 12. But as a lot of you on here, and if you've been affected by the economy, give me just a yes. You know, maybe you could put your experience in there, because for myself, I thought, hey, that's that type of stuff. It's for just people who can't. I don't know. They're not smart enough to get a job, or they don't really want a job, and until the job that I was working for in finance. One day, pouring my heart and my soul into it. Literally, I mean, we used to work from 9. If I got out by midnight, that was a good night. But I was excited to do it. I thought that was my career. I thought that was my passion. When one day you wake up and supposedly there's no head count, you know, and then things changed a little bit from bad to a little bit worse. And most of you, I'm sure you're going to tell me a yes, that you know Fiverr on here. But the thing about Fiverr is it's a great resource, and I'm going to maybe touch upon it a little bit during this presentation on how to leverage outsourcing, how to do some geo arbitrage as well. But when you're on the other side of Fiverr, it's really not that fun. When you're actually doing gigs for $5, you actually don't even get $5 after Fiverr gets its cut for $1. That's not too fun, and especially when one of your clients tells you, "Hey, this PowerPoint presentation that you've done for me, my niece could have done a better job than you," and you spend like 3 hours on it. Trying to do a good job, because I mean, I don't care if it's a $5 client, I don't care if it's a $1,000 client. You want to do a good job, and that's just the way we work. But I know that wasn't a little fun. So kind of fast forward a little bit, and we had the luck actually of taking that Fiverr, starting off from Fiverr, and turning some of those clients, one of them in particular, I know one of these big clients, he turned that $4 client into a $20,000 lifetime client, doing all types of offline services, not just mobile, but whether it was web design services, all types. And re-engineering SqueezeMobi, having the luck to be introduced to Neil, having much bigger clients, PE, which is private equity, real estate clients, which I was happy because of my finance background as well. But once again, you know, I know I go through this, but I don't say this to impress people on here and then say, hey, you know, we've closed this much in business, we've done over $800,000 in business, but to say, hey, well, when I kind of look back at that time on Fiverr, when your world is almost falling apart, and I know most of you, probably 99% of you, are in a better position than I was back then. And fast forward a little bit, I mean, I just am shocked at the amount of progress we were able to make. So my goal on here today is to teach you some of these things that we've learned along the way that are going to help you out. Now, one question: who's actually implemented WP Lead Explosion? Okay, who's actually and gotten some results? And I see actually a lot of you, and actually Graham, if that's, and I hope that you're okay with me. I didn't ask you about this. I actually see the guy on here that I took a screenshot of, but Graham said he created 5, and I hope I understood this correctly, and sent and got 5 responses, which blew my mind. And I see a couple of people that are also saying that they have implemented. Noah says, I've picked up 3 new clients with it so far. I'm in the process right now. We sent out the first Friday. Really sick. I am excited. I am excited. No $1,000 in fees. And if you have some type of feedback or anything that in clients that you've closed with it, I would love it if you shared your experiences with us. And Avi, maybe if you could hit up actually some of those people, because I'm really shocked at how many people responded to that. All right, so I am excited, and let's show you some other cool lead generation strategies. And I just love it when people like Chuck as well. He said, "Hey, I spent $386 with you, turned into $120,000." Or when people just send me a check and actually get results, because that's what it's all about, is getting you guys to get the results. All right, so why is it rude not to respond to text messages? Why? Or is it rude to respond to a text message? Yes or no? Who doesn't respond to their text messages? I know Avi doesn't, but but when you compare it to email, email almost is like a shot in the dark these days compared to text messages, because text messaging is completely and differently effective, and 89% of the population has a mobile phone. Now that's already huge, because obviously if you put a lot of people in the room, you're probably not going to find one without a mobile phone. And also, I mean, depends where you live, but if you live in any type of city, then you're going to probably find no one that does not have a mobile phone. All right, that's great. That's awesome. But these business owners still don't understand this. And same thing with you guys. Why am I telling this to you? I'm not telling this to you because you haven't heard these statistics. I'm sure you have. I'm telling this to you so you write them down and you use these statistics when you're trying to communicate and when you're trying to close those business owners. Because on top of that, 90% use mobile phones for texting. This presents a huge opportunity. Why? Because that text message is a direct connection to the person. And I don't know about you, but I have my phone with me all the time. And when that phone buzzes, and I don't care who's sending me a text, I get excited. And tell me if you get excited when someone texts you, because why is that? I don't know about you. I don't know if you get excited about email. I don't really get excited about email. Why? Because it's mostly related to business. But texting is much more personal, and that's why it's so much more effective. And the last thing is 95% of SMS texts are read within the first 10 minutes. That means that it is not only a huge percentage, but it is immediate. And the ROI, this is the big thing, because you want to figure out for the business owner, is there going to be a return on investment? If you can't show them results, if you can't deliver anything when they give you $500 to set up a campaign, when they're paying you $200 month after month, then they're going to sack you. But text messaging has been estimated to be 5 times more effective than direct mail and 10 times more effective than newspaper advertising. Yet these business owners, they are in this archaic mindset and they don't understand this. They can't comprehend that they need to adopt marketing tactics that are completely different in nature in order to drive the same results that they were driving 10, 20 years ago. All right, and so does SMS have an ROI? What is the answer to that? Because compared to email, it takes 90 minutes for the average person to respond to an email. Yet it takes only 90 seconds for the average person to respond to a text message. And I know myself on how effective it is. For example, I'm going to the dentist, and I had some surgery that I had done actually 2 weeks ago. And when I just called them, I didn't. This is not one of my clients or anything. The day before I was going to go to the dentist, I received a text message from that dentist reminding me of that appointment. And I know I could have given them my email address. I could have received an email about it, but I receive probably 100, 200 emails a day. It would probably get lost there. Yet when I received that text message, it was very personal, it was very direct, and I was very happy about it because honestly, I have so much stuff to do that I could have forgotten about that appointment. Okay? And that's why it's important that it only takes 90 seconds for the average person to respond to a text message. So being able to, for example, manage appointments for doctors, chiropractors, there's much more value added if you could do it via SMS compared to sending these reminders via email. And the last thing is that mobile coupons get 10 times the redemption rate of traditional coupons. 10 times. That is huge. Let me ask you, who carries around coupons in their pocket right now? Who has a coupon in their pocket right now? Steve says me, and not a mobile one. Noah, I'm not going to repeat what you said. and I'm talking about paper coupons, okay? Those paper coupons, who has a stack of them? You know, because I'm so excited about these coupons. I'm so excited to get 50 cents off my gallon of milk that I carry around my mobile my coupon in my pocket. But when it comes to my phone, who doesn't carry their phone around? I mean, it's a rhetorical question. It's a ridiculous question because it's second nature. You just have your phone. It's a part of you. It's like if, you know, maybe in a couple years, babies are going to start being born with an actual phone like attached to them. Okay? So the thing is that the ROI is huge. Now, the second part is businesses are being tricked. And it's a real big problem. One question, why would a company's stock go from $20 to approximately $6.50? What does that tell you about the company? What does it tell you about the company? It sucks. Yeah, Graham said, and I hate to use that type of language, but it's true. And because they might be doing something wrong and potentially harmful to local businesses, but that presents us with an opportunity for us to get clients and an opportunity to also help business owners. So that when we either walk in, when we send them an email, we know we're not just trying to spam someone, but we're actually going to be able to help these business owners sometimes when they think that there is no light at the end of the tunnel. And the CEO of that company actually got fired. It seems that I'm not the only person that's been getting fired. All right. So what about the scam test? Let's take a look at this now. If a business would normally make $50, and by the way, if you don't know what this company is that's doing all this stuff, it's called Groupon. All right, so if they would normally charge $50, let's say it's like a steak dinner, all right, for example, and the discount is 50%. So now this steak dinner is being offered for $25. How much does the business lose on giving away that deal? And this is huge. This is a huge amount of money, and it just shocks me. And a lot of people are getting it right. $37.50, 75% of losses per customer. All right. Now, what is the quantity that you usually see on Groupon? Is it 1, 2, 3 people that take these things up? There's a lot of people that take these up. Like Gerald said, Sai said, hundreds of units. So let's say even 200 units, that is an $8,000 loss. And you bet that these businesses that are so naive to go on Groupon, they have no idea how to take this customer and monetize this customer. All right. So actually, let me actually show you a quick demo, and let's look up how this is going to look. All right, give me a city, potentially any type of city. What type of city do you want? And I have Philadelphia here. Let's do, okay. Orlando sounds like a good city. Let's do that. Orlando, Florida. Let's change the city. Okay, and let's go to food and drink. I want to do some restaurants today. I'm a little hungry. and let's find something on here that we can then leverage. All right, so which one do we want to do? Oh, this one looks good. Brazilian food. I love Brazilian food. And how many people? Over 540 people bought. Okay, and then we'll check if they have a mobile site, if they have an SMS campaign, and things like that. Let me ask you. Okay, the value is 63, and this one's a little hard. It's not even. How much is this business losing? Approximately. How much is this business losing per customer? About $46, 47, something like that. Let's do the math. All right, 63 times 0.75 is how much they're losing. Okay, right? So what is that? 47.25. And how many people have redeemed? Over 540. So since they're losing 47.25 per customer plus 540, what does that equal? $25,515. Does that make sense? Is that an expensive promotion? Yes or no? I see Sai saying, holy something that I won't repeat. That is a freaking expensive promotion. Let me ask you, if I gave you $25,000 as this business, what could you do? You could probably take that business literally to the moon. You could probably buy like a rocket ship and launch that business to the moon. That is an insane amount of money, and it is ridiculous. Okay? Now, the other thing that I want to go through, and it does look like a good steak, so, you know, I'd probably take them up on that offer and get it for however much, 15, 16 bucks. Who then collects all the lead information, the emails of the people that sign up for this offer? Who collects that? So that they could do follow-up marketing and drive those customers back into their business over and over again. Okay? Boteco restaurant is not driving their customers back into the business. No, Groupon is driving these customers back to get other Groupon deals. And last thing, how many businesses, since Groupon's collecting this, and you best damn believe they're not going to share it with the business, how many of these businesses collect any type of info when you go to these restaurants, email, phone numbers, on these unqualified customers? Because on top of that, okay, nada, almost none, exactly zero. That is completely correct. And that makes it ridiculous, because we have all these businesses collecting that don't even know what to do with these customers. And on top of that, these customers are cheap customers. They aren't customers that are going to give you repeat business. They're customers that at the end of the day, they're going to go back onto Groupon and they're going to find the next best restaurant. Okay? They're the kickers. They're the bargain hunters, just like Sai said. And so regarding the beggar lead gen method, why is this so powerful? Why? Because we're actually, when we look on Groupon, we're going to be sourcing potential leads that need help. Because the business loses up to 75%. The business does not get the leads. Businesses can go bankrupt. Go ahead, go on Google, look up cupcake bankruptcy stories from Groupon. You're going to find a ton of them. Businesses don't get paid the unredeemed money, and businesses can also go bankrupt because of delayed payments. You don't get paid immediately from Groupon. Groupon first collects the money, then they send it to the business. All right? And the best part about Groupon is how easy are those leads to collect. You collect those Groupon leads while you're watching TV. All right? You could literally have an employee. You could have a VA. You could have your wife, your husband, your son, your daughter for a summer job. I don't know, collect the leads. It's not rocket science. Anyone could do this. Even a 10-year-old could literally source these leads. And all you then do when you have your WP lead explosion, you have your CSV file that you're going to upload to mass create landing pages. When they collect those leads, right, they're just going to get a URL and potentially try to find an email address for one of those business owners. And if they don't have an email address, then you're going to tell this VA, you're going to tell this outsourcer, you're going to load them up with Skype credit, and you're going to tell them, okay, just call the business and try to get a real quick email address. And boom, that's going to help you build the spreadsheet. You don't have to do it yourself. You can have someone do it for you, building a spreadsheet of maybe 100, depending on how many you want to leverage. The other thing you could do is, we're not going to cover this. Yellow Pages is the exact same example. It's basically marketing dollars that these companies, these businesses are spending that is not getting them their ROI. And we're going to show now how you could get that ROI. All right, so the day 2, once you collect these leads, once you're, and you could do this right after this webinar when you're watching TV tonight, or like I said, have someone else do it for you. What are the couple of ways that you can then set appointments with these leads? You could do on-the-spot demos. That's one. This is very effective. If this is in your own local area, maybe it's a restaurant that you're already frequenting and you're going to go there for dinner, you say, hey, by the way, I love the food. I just want to chat with the manager here real quick and say thanks. Do an on-the-spot demo right there. And when you do those on-the-spot demos, just a quick tip, make sure you take that phone, put it in the business owner's hand, and tell them to try to navigate their terrible-looking website. When they feel it, it's a completely different experience. It's the actual user experience. They will realize they have to do something about that. Cold calls, wide reach, they could be scaled up via telemarketing operations, plus the local webinar method. You could drive them to a webinar where you can then mass close people. Cold emails, originally, I used to say, hey, they don't provide really for high conversions, right? Why? Because they're cold. But if you use WP Lead Explosion, it makes it really, really freaking powerful. And let me show you exactly how to do that. I actually have a script here that I'm going to be using. And so in this script, let me look at this. This is the script that for these emails. Hello, first name. This is Enrique from SqueezeMobi. And I talk about, hey, I did a little bit of background research. I saw you were spending thousands of dollars on Groupon, but you don't even have a mobile, a site that's optimized for mobile phones, blah, blah, blah. It looks pretty bad. And let me give you a couple of pointers. So when I craft this email, I am crafting it from the point, from a value perspective. And telling them about audits that I'm going to be conducting. Would you be available this week for 30 minutes? And guaranteeing, I like to add a little bit of a cocky mix. I guarantee that this will be the best 30 minutes you invested into your business. And then I take a step back and I go into some statistics. I build that case, okay? And talking about how mobile is presenting with an enormous opportunity, how it's like the internet was back in the 90s, and then actually giving even more value, saying, hey, if you do nothing else, do these 3 things, and I guarantee it'll bring you results, whether I implement it for you or I do not. All right, and putting my number down here. So I'm just going to take the script, I'm going to copy it, and I'm going to go right into WP Lead Explosion. You guys know how to leverage these templates and how to mass upload that CSV file. So once you have that CSV file, this CSV file right here, that maybe your VA or your wife compiled for you, you uploaded it. Let me show you where one more time. When you go on landing pages, you hit create new landing page. and then you uploaded it here, selecting a template that it's gonna that you're gonna leverage, one of these, okay? And once you do that, you mass created already all your landing pages. Then you just gotta do the email config so you can now mass email them. And basically, I'm just gonna put that script in here. It's already pretty personalized, and it's gonna have their personal landing page in there as well. So that's pretty big. That's pretty huge. And I have check out how your site looks on a mobile phone, ... And immediately when they get into that email, they can click that link to see the copy of their personal landing page. Okay? And once that's done, then you want to hook that up with Yesware. You want to hook up your email, your Gmail, whatever it is. You want to hook it up with Yesware. Why? Because Yesware is going to give you statistics on who opened these emails. And if a business owner, they don't call you back, but they've opened your email 5 times, it's a good sign that you should be picking up the phone and you should be calling them because they're interested and you can walk in there with confidence. So what does this do? How does this separate you from the competition? You did some background research on them. You know that they're on Groupon, that they're spending a lot of money. They know that marketing is important for them. You customize their landing page completely for them, and you're using analytics of Yesware so that you could really figure out how well this campaign is working, how business owners are reacting to it. And a couple people are asking about Yesware. Look it up on Google. Just go to Yesware, and you will see how powerful it is. And it's really, really cheap, all right? So what goes on there? How do you then progress? How do you frame this? You want to frame it as offering a strategy consultation session that is complimentary. All right? In that email, that's how I frame it. Why? You want to make sure you let them know that you normally charge $200 to $300 for your entire digital marketing audit. And honestly, you could be even charging more than that because, for example, our audit that we have is 70 plus slides, 73 slides. We cover their web design, mobile, social media, SEO, Google Plus, and then do a comprehensive audit analysis and structure their entire blueprint. And the time it takes to actually prepare that, to do the presentation, that's easily worth $200 to $300, even upwards to $500. But we're going to scale it back, and we're only going to do their mobile audit, okay? That way you frame that value correctly. And when you then audit their digital marketing platform, you can then also go into crafting their strategy, mapping out their entire digital marketing strategy, and creating a step-by-step blueprint to revamp their entire marketing efforts. Now, you say, oh yeah, but they're just going to bring it back to a tech guy. Well, let them bring it back to a tech guy, because honestly, if you provided this much value, if you go through all these points, and then you see if they have a WordPress site. You audit if it's actively managed, and mainly the mobile stuff. If you look if they have a mobile site, you put a screenshot in there. You check for SMS campaigns, and then towards the end of that, you structure their plan, what they need to do step by step in order to take their business to the next level, along with recommendations. Let me ask you, who does that put in the position of the authority figure, the expert figure? You or their tech guy? Yeah, their guy that they're using right now who told them all about mobile and social media? No, it puts you, okay? So that distinguishes you above your competition and honestly annihilates it because you've already delivered so much value. And this business is pre-qualified. You say, oh, but what if that business is not ready to shell out money? They've just spent $25,000 on Groupon. Do you think that they're not going to have $500 for you to create a simple mobile site for them? Of course they are. All right? And when you structure that, then you could structure a whole slew of things. We're going to go today into the SMS campaigns. On Wednesday, we're going to cover mobile sites in depth and how you can build mobile sites as well for these clients. But today we're going to go onto the SMS campaigns. So the first thing that you want to do with these SMS campaigns is you want to create a flyer. So for example, for this restaurant, this is one for a dentist, but for this restaurant, let's go back up here, and we have Boteco's restaurant. What happens is you customize one of these flyers. These are our internal flyers. I'm sure you guys probably have one of your flyers, and when they you just customize it for that business owner, and maybe with their Brazilian steak dinner, you give it to them. You train the waiters and the waitresses to go, and each customer that comes in, they give them a flyer and walk them through the process of opting in to an SMS list. And in return, they automatically get a coupon delivered to their mobile phone that they can redeem there, maybe for a free glass of wine, maybe for a free drink. All right? And let me ask you this. If this is your favorite Brazilian steakhouse, are you going to mind that they send you a text message once a week that says, all right, we're offering this special just for tonight? When you might have you probably want to go out get something to eat over the weekend anyways. And this is maybe your favorite Brazilian steakhouse. All right? And that's my question. Now, Melcina says, we would love it. And that's exactly what I'm trying to say. All right, so I'm going to show you right now how to fulfill in 10 minutes. Let me see. Actually, I'm gonna let Henson take care of this. Henson, are you there? I just want to see if you're there.
Yep.
Yeah? Can I throw the screen over your way?
Definitely.
All right, and while I make you presenter and let you take the driver's seat, and we're going to have the Henson from the SqueezeMobi team. Give a big warm hello to Henson, everybody. He's going to show you how to set up campaigns for restaurants, and even a little bit we're going to touch upon dentists, doctors, and things like and chiropractors with the appointment manager. But just real quickly on how you could set and close $1,000 clients, $2,000 clients with that appointment manager. That's pretty big as well. All right, so if you're excited, give me a yes. I'm going to drop it off to Henson. In the meantime, I'm going to take some questions in the chat box as well. Okay?
And thank you so much, everyone. I've been listening to Groupon and everything, which reminds me of a lot of things. And honestly, here in the Philippines as well, you know that I'm in the Philippines, it became a trend, and the same theory applies. I mean, if you are able to actually let people know about how cool you could actually make their mobile site is, definitely they will forget all the other things that other companies are actually offering them. And I have proven that. I was actually able to persuade a number of people to actually get mobile sites, which I'm not even technical. And by the way, we actually have something for you regarding that, and it's going to come your way soon. But for now, as you can see here, what you're looking at is a system that we use for us to be able to manage SMS campaigns. We've been talking about mobile coupons. We've been talking about text messages that you get whenever you subscribe to someone, which we also do here, and I definitely enjoy. There's something that I've actually learned from a friend who lives in the U.S. She was saying that actually whenever she gets messages, she's actually in New Jersey, whenever she gets emails, she doesn't read them at all, but whenever she actually gets text messages from, for example, a clothing company that she loves, usually she reads them, and automatically when she sees a coupon, she's very happy regarding that. And our system actually has ways of you doing the same thing, making sure that you also gain the loyalty, not just loyalty, but also the business of your clients using the SMS campaigns. Here, as you can see, we have here a very comprehensive system that would allow you to create SMS campaigns in literally minutes. How are you able to do that? You have here different features for SMS. How do you make that functional? All you have to do first, of course, I'm just showing you how this simple system works, is to create your or add your contacts. And you could do so here. And if some people are always worried that they already have, for example, SMS campaigns, or would like to actually add people, let me tell you that here in our system, you could actually upload clients, both for opt-ins and as well as existing clients. So which means if you have existing clients, you could just migrate them over here. You could use CSV system to be able to do that, or the CSV file, and that's going to be very quick. And once you have your contacts added, okay, all you have to do is just start creating different things for them, okay? One cool stuff you could do, of course, is to create mobile coupons. We've been talking about that, and people have been worried as to how they could actually create mobile coupons and how they can make it nice without having to go out of their SMS platform. Here, what I'm showing you right now is a way for you to be able to create coupons. And as you can see here, all you have to do is just type, upload, and you now have your coupon. So for example, I'm talking about a clothing line of a friend of mine. So for example, it's actually a coupon for maybe 50% off, okay, deal. Okay, and maybe you have multiple coupons for your product. You might want to just name the product, for example. I don't know what product is, but let's just name it clothing. And you could easily change colors here. As you can see, you could type in the text color here, or just simply drag and drop from this section. You could turn the red to something else if you'd like to. It's up to you. And it's going to be very easy. No need for codes. You just have to drag and then drop the color wherever you want it to. So it's going to be very easy. You could put in a logo. It's usually 93 by 93. And you could go ahead and upload JPEGs, GIFs, PNGs, and BMPs. So let me just see here if we have a picture that's nice. Maybe let's just use sample pictures. We don't have anything for clothing here, but let's just use a chrysanthemum, maybe. And you could already have here the different types of discounts. And by the way, if you don't have any pictures like I don't have right now, you could just select from the gallery. We also, the system also has a gallery that would allow you to choose pictures that are pre-installed. And apart from that, if like me, I'm worrying as to what to present. Here, as you can see, there are a lot of different niches here. If we're talking about clothing, this one is for clothing, so there. And you could also do different discounts. For example, we have 50% off, right? So you could just put in the percentage here. You could even change the color to different ones, maybe purple for SqueezeMobi there. You could even create barcodes if you'd like to. And you could just number it, or a promotion code. And you could control the promotion code by, of course, adding the serial number for that. And even add information about your address, where you're located, and terms and conditions about this. And if you don't want to do this, you could also just upload an image for the entire coupon. So if you have created a coupon outside of the system, you could just upload that and you would have your coupon on the system. And just hitting next, you should have the summary of the coupon already. So maybe let's just name this clothing. It's up to you. The names are just technically for you to be able to easily remember. You also have here a way of making sure that the coupon gets to be redeem just at a certain branch if you have multiple branch. You can even enable sharing, so your coupon could be shared by your clients. You can make it viral using their SMS, Twitter, and even Facebook. Okay, and just send it to a list. And that's it. You could also, there's also another way of doing it, because there are a lot of people worrying that some people would not be able to see the pictures right. Not all people now has smartphones or those that could actually see pictures. Here, you could make it an SMS. So if they actually are just using an SMS phone, or rather a regular phone that just do SMS and calls, then you could do that. And apart from that, there's another cool thing that you might want to, there's actually a lot, and this session is not enough to show you all of them. I'm just going to show you just some of the cool stuff, just the tip of the iceberg. Here, as you can see, you have here Appointment Manager. So what is this for? As you can see here, you could upload mass appointments, create multiple ones, and you could just create a single one. Let me just show you one so that you'd see how the system works. Okay? So here, what it does is it allows you to have your appointment on the system, and you could actually remind or notify your clients if you have a dentist, a lawyer, or practically any business that needs an appointment, even restaurants, if they have reservations, for example, which also works as an appointment. You could notify them, for example, an hour before, or send them right away the notification. And you could set the appointment time, maybe 5:35 p.m. on June 4th. You could put in the mobile number. It could be just a reminder or a confirmation if you want to know if they're coming or not. And it does, as you can see here, they just have to reply C to confirm, M to miss, or if they need to reschedule, or if they're running late. You could just have it a confirmation, a short confirmation, where they just tell you they're coming or not. And you could send it to a list, and once you save that, you would have your appointment set on the system, and the system will just do everything for you. So if, for example, you have appointments during the day, you could just have that uploaded here and not worry about having to send them messages and follow up on them, and they'll be the one to, the system would be the one to actually just do that for you. And I'm seeing here a lot of good feedback already. Those are just some of the things, cool things that you could do. We also have QR codes. You could even conduct a poll or text to win, vehicle listings as well, and property listings, and a lot of other things for you to do. And apart from that, let me just tell you that we also could allow the system to give you a way of not having to worry about having the coupons redeemed multiple times. The system is very intelligent that once the system sees that the coupon has been redeemed, it would automatically send a code to the phone to remove and delete the message and the coupon as well, so they could not use that again. And how cool is that? And I'm seeing a lot of people are already excited about it. And
all right,
returning the
thank you so much. I was trying to take some questions there as well. Let me become, 1 second, I'm just going to become the presenter for a second. And I see people are pumped. I am full of energy because I see everyone is excited as well. So what I have, my question for everybody is, how do you then turn that and monetize it? The way you monetize it is, the great thing about that system that we just showed you, the SqueezeMobi Linear platform, is that the business owner can just submit a wording for 4 texts a month, tell you what type of discounts at the beginning of the month, and you just take one action per week, drive the customers back into the business once you follow the exact steps I did, so that you can help that business build a list of numbers and then drive all those customers back into their business, showing them a real ROI. And you just pre-program the text messages in a few minutes charge 2 to 3 cents per message and $100 to $300 in management fees, what does that mean if you include monthly analytics? What does that mean? All right? Matthew, Alex, Catherine, what does that mean? That means an income multiplier when you then audit their business on their other areas as well and continue to structure out their marketing plan and take their marketing to a whole new level. And when you want to take that even to a bigger level, then all you do is you do either telemarketing, or now with the WP Lead Explosion plugin, it's so freaking easy to set up a system and even expand outside of your city. Okay? And you just do the lead gen like I showed you through Groupon Yellow Pages, and whether it's a telemarketer that's calling on your behalf or you're using the WP Lead Explosion plugin, all you really need is one. For example, this is our telemarketing script that we use, but all you really need is a high converting telemarketing script or a email script that potentially drives them to a local webinar on mobile marketing. Why? Because at that webinar, you can close many more people than if you're going to be doing one-on-one presentations, and you can even filter out those people more and more. Okay? And when you give that local presentation, you send them to a Gravity Form sign-up, they do a deposit, and you funnel them into the audit. And it's really about setting the system up correctly, and then all you have to do is monitor and optimize, get some reports, analyze some key performance indicators, and optimize that system. Now, what my question is to you, and I was shocked when actually I was doing one of these presentations, and I showed a little bit of the mobile site platform as well, which I didn't even get a chance to demo to you. Scott said, just sold a client while you were demoing my first monthly revenue client, and he didn't even have the platform, but he sold his first monthly revenue client. And I was pumped about that. That made me excited. And when I see someone getting results, and that's why I was really excited in the beginning when people were getting results. And a buddy actually, he actually got this to me today, which really excited me. I was preparing for this webinar, so he was like, "Hey, I won't bother you any further," and because I was being a tiny bit brash. And have a great day. But thanks for offering such great products. And he was telling about this platform. My wife and I are sign language ASL ministers, and your product is what we have been searching for to help support us and our ministry. And that really made me happy. That really got me excited, and that's why I'm so full of energy. So what I want to ask is, who enjoyed our time together today? Because if you enjoyed our time together, you've seen nothing yet. And we have something cool, including those 2 bonuses that we're going to be giving away with, and I think in 10 minutes to everyone, to all of the attendees that made it live, but only for people that made it live. So if you enjoyed our time together, give me a yes. Give me a I am pumped. Okay? Give me a I am pumped, and I see a ton of people saying that they are pumped, which gets me excited. And let's get right into this. Let's get into it, because I am presenting to you the SqueezeMobi platform. What you just saw is one little piece of it. That is just the SMS marketing, the text message marketing platform. But on top of that, the SqueezeMobi platform allows you to build mobile sites. It allows you to create mobile apps that create a difference for businesses. It is all integrated, and we teach you everything, including different types of outsourcing strategies as well. And I'm just going to go through. I'm going to start off with the mobile site design, whether it's the social sharing, SEO features, the mobile coupons, or the Google Analytics. This just in itself is worth $147. Okay? But let me get into some of the other things, and this is what I'm really excited about. What I showed you today, I think, is huge. The text message marketing platform, as you saw it. But you didn't even see all the, unfortunately, we did not have enough time to demo all of the features. I'm so excited. I'm coughing. I'm almost choking here. We have the autoresponder included. Why is that important? Right? When one of those customers of that restaurant sends that text message to opt into that list, they automatically get a text message, and it's so easy to set up. A loyalty program included mobile coupons, so you can send mobile coupons on a weekly basis and fuel these customers to go back into that business. On top of that, the appointment management software. This one is huge. And I'm really excited about the appointment management software. Why? Because you can take, like I said, regarding my dentist, you could take this and you could transform the entire business and the entire system that this dentist, this doctor, this chiropractor uses to manage their appointments. And what do they use most of the time? A lot of the times, all they use is their secretary and something that's written in like a notebook. All right? And this is something big because this is two-way. It's not just one way. So people can even, the customers can then send a text message back, a see or a confirm, and it confirms the appointment, it cancels the appointment, it shows if that person is going to be late. This is huge. On top of that, polls, on top of that, questionnaires, maybe the business wants to then survey their customers, get some market information off of their list. And property listings. Realtors are huge. Why? Because realtors, and I know I showed this to a couple people, realtors allow you to have a client that is long-term. You close that client, and every single one of their properties is pretty much like another client for you. Okay? And I'm excited because Sai's saying this is not a business in a box. This is an enterprise. The vehicle listings as well. Auto dealerships have budgets of upwards of $100,000 a freaking month. And if you don't think you get a chunk of that and deliver them results, then I don't know. But this stuff is powerful. Text to win along with the QR generator. Okay? Text messages. 1,500 text messages, extra message, and 1,500 text message credits, extra credit fees, 1 cent. So unlimited vanity keywords, SMS drip autoresponder, pre-scheduled text message blast, loyalty program, mobile coupons, SMS polls, questionnaires, vehicle property listings, all of that stuff, plus the 2-point appointment management software. And, no, I'm going to say that for a little bit. But this is more, just this text message platform, you could turn into a 6-figure business. And by saying 6 figures, I mean 6 figures. If you work at it hard enough and you really get it going, 6 figures a month. And this is minimum a $200 a month value. But I'm excited because you want to get that complete mobile solution. You don't want just SMS. You don't want to just build mobile sites, but you want to be able to create mobile apps as well. Syncing, push notifications, wheel navigation, social sharing. Social sharing is big because mobile and social media, whether it's Facebook, whether it's Twitter, they're like brother and sister. And GPS coupons. When you're like walking around, you know, and suddenly you checked in and you get a buzz, that's what you can do. And you can now create this for actual clients. PDF e-publishing. I didn't even go into how you can leverage this platform for online internet marketing. I was only talking about offline marketing. Plus Google Analytics. You need these analytics. Once again, what are analytics synonymous for? People love seeing them because they understand what's going on. They understand the results. What are they synonymous for? They are an income multiplier. Okay? They are an income multiplier because you can then do those upsells. Live mobile apps. You get one live mobile app. You get the push notifications, in-app purchases, auto-sync functionality, app share, maps, directions, Google location, social sharing, Google Analytics, and the GPS coupon functionality. This, once again, in itself, and I've seen People sell stuff that's nowhere near the value for $1,000 for just the mobile apps, but it's at least a $147 a month value. But that is not it. Why? Because now you can fulfill, right? But you need the resources. You need the training. You need to have a contract, a mobile web design services agreement so you could be up and running. We are not lawyers, and you want to get this checked by a lawyer. I need to put that disclaimer out there all the time. I don't want to get sued. But you have a very good starting point. On top of that, business cards so that you could brand yourself, infographic flyers. These are flyers you could actually take into businesses you're already set up with their pre-made flyers, or to just leverage that for your own marketing. A mobile marketing presentation. This is the one we use. Remember I said about that local webinar model? This is the one we use on our local webinar model. This is the generic one. This is not a niche specific one. It is a very generic one that you can then customize towards niches. The audit presentation. Okay? The audit presentation. Doug is saying my jaw is broken. And our direct mail template. I think if you got into WP Lead Explosion, you might have gotten this as well. On top of that, the QR code flyers. So all of these flyers that I showed you, you get all of these as well, whether it's for the dentist, so that when you set up their SMS campaigns, you already have that flyer to work off of. All right? You just put in a short code, you just put in a keyword, and boom, you are done. So whether it's for the lawyer, whether it's for the dentist, whether it's for the auto mechanic, whether it's for the gardener, you have all of those as well. And our private mastermind group. Why? Because you need to be able to network with other members. It is essential that you can network with other members so you can share your experiences. And this is our private mastermind group that is only available for SqueezeMobi billionaires. Extensive knowledge bases and training. We provide that. I didn't even cover that because we take that as given. But the sales training, the technical training, we have our 10-day challenge and some outsourcing training sessions that Henson himself has done. He did one of them in the past. That one's really cool because you get to learn from Henson himself on how he approaches, since he's from the Philippines, and he's helped actually build a core part of our team, how he goes through and hires people, which is very insightful, and no one's actually done anything like that before. So just to recap, you get the mobile CMS, mobile apps created, the text messaging platform, the trainings, the contract, the business card, the infographic flyers, mobile marketing presentation, and the video, the community access, and the value for this is an easy $800. It's an easy $800. I think that would be just ridiculous. All right, and our standard price, if you look on the website, is $197 a month. But just as a special that you are here on this webinar, we are knocking that down to $147. Okay, we're going to be knocking that down to $147. But let me tell you one thing. I did not tell you everything. I held something back. And I'm including some bonuses. Okay? I'm including some bonuses. And number one is the social media pack. Why? Because, like I said, mobile and social are brothers and sisters. You need to be able to, once you close these clients, you need to have these templates to set up all of these Facebook timelines, whether it's for the lawyer, whether it's for the plumber, whether it's, once again, for the dog groomer, whether it's for the wedding planner. On top of that, we're bumping the SMS platform. You're not just getting 1,500 text messages. Since we went over this in detail, you are getting 3,500 text credits per month. Okay, 3,500 text credits per month. Each additional text credit is just 1 cent, and with and that in itself is a huge value, because now you can serve up to 5-10 clients and have all those text credits. You can run their SMS campaigns, and if you close just one client, you're going to be on just the recurring fees, you're going to more than double your money back and easily cover this, probably making even more. All it takes is one client on a recurring schedule, and boom, you've already made all your money back. Okay? Bonus number 3, you get not one live mobile app, but we're going to give you 5 live mobile apps. You get 5 live mobile apps. After that, it's a trivial $7 or £7 a month, depending on if you're in the US or UK. And that in itself, each one of those is a $30 per month value. And if you multiply that out, that's $120 value a month. That is over $1,000 value in itself, just these extra apps. Now this, hold on. Let me calm myself down a little bit, because this is the bonus that I'm the most excited about. This is probably the bonus that I am the most pumped about. Because if you've been following us at all, maybe you haven't, maybe you're new, but the way our kind of claim to fame a little bit was our hot templates. Our hot templates, and they were all done in HTML. People have been using them now for probably a year and a half, but they've been done in HTML. It's a little difficult. And we are now making them completely editable on this platform, and they're all included. And why is this great? The reason this is great is because nowadays you have it's so much easier to deliver for this client. Why you just choose one of those templates, boom, and you're pretty much almost done with everything. You don't even have to do more than that. And these are our 27 landing pages. These are the one-pagers, whether it's for the nightclub, whether it's the lawyer, whether it's the hair salon. But we're not only including the landing pages, we're also including the 27 SqueezeMobi mobile sites. These are full-blown mobile sites. So when you close your clients on mobile sites, and once again, one of these clients that you can close, you could easily push one of these sites out for $500, and you are done. You have automatically all of these bonuses to rely upon. So whether it's fashion, whether it's financial services, whether it's the Royal Hotel, whether it's a jeweler, whether it's a lawyer, nightclub, you have all of the niches already done. Okay? You have all the niches already done, and on top of that, well, and if you want the auto repair shop, boom, you have it all. There's one last bonus. This is one last bonus, okay? Now, this last bonus allows you to take this. This is a huge value. And we were considering not offering this because this takes the platform value up to approximately $400, $500 a month just in itself alone. And if you look, a lot of, any type of white label solution that you see where you can actually change up the logo, you can brand it as your own company, you will see that those are being charged $300, $400 in themselves. You could brand this as your own business and give business owners their own logins, create your own pricing packages, and you can't actually bill them, but you can then later on charge them for this. Okay? And this is one that we did for one of our coaching clients. All right? So to recap it, I'm not even going to recap it because the value is out of proportion. Now, who wants the biggest gift? Who wants the biggest gift of them all? And I see a lot of me's. I see a lot of people excited. Who wants the biggest gift of them all? And who likes McDonald's? Even if you don't like McDonald's, all right, not that many people do. But who likes the freaking dollar menu? Who's pumped and excited about the dollar menu? All right? And a lot of people are. Now listen up. All right? Listen. Otherwise, you're gonna pay a lot of money, and you are not going to get refunded. Otherwise, it's going to cost you $147. And like I said, I'm standing behind this. There are no refunds. All right, so listen up carefully, because if you enter today the special code, and I'll show you exactly how to do it in a second, you're going to get this for the first month. Then it's $147 a month. $147 a month after that, but for the first month for just $1. The first month is just $1, and then it's going to be $147 a month for a platform that you should be paying approximately $500, $600 a month. Okay? Now, so if you are ready and if you're excited, because we are only allowing these bonuses to be limited to the first 100 signups, and this special code to be limited for the first 100 signups on here, then go to SqueezeMobi.com / if you're in the US, Canada, or the world, then go to SqueezeMobi.com / USWP. If you are in the UK, go to SqueezeMobi.com UKWP. And what you're going to do there is enter that code right there. If you see that promotion code box, it is, you have to enter your first name, last name, valid email, company name, and a phone number, and then you press next, and on that next page, you put in your promotion code, which is WP, and you have to validate it. Okay? You're going to have to validate it. Now, I want to say something. There's no money back guarantee on that $1, and we are not offering any money back guarantees, and any refunds, okay? But if you sign up now for the $1 for the first month, you cancel. You can keep the 9 Facebook timeline images, the direct mail template, the QR code flyers, just for investing your time. But we are going to keep your $1, okay? We're going to keep your $1. So go right now and sign up at SqueezeMobi.com / USWP, or if you're in the UK, go to SqueezeMobi.com / UKWP. Now, Neil, if you're on here as well, maybe you want to say a few words, and because I'm just excited, I'm really pumped. Okay, I am really pumped just to be on here, and everyone's excited, and we got some bonuses for you guys. All right, so I want to give you all these bonuses that we promised just for you being on this webinar. So just give me 1 second, and if you want your bonuses, Avi's gonna put them right now in that chat box. Okay, and they're really cool. I showed them to you right in I showed them to you right in the beginning. Now, all right. So, Mitch, if your email is giving you an error, you're gonna have to use another email address. All right. I know that does happen. You are gonna have to get around that and use another email address. So go to SqueezeMobi.com / USWP, or if you're in the UK, then go to SqueezeMobi.com / UKWP. Okay. Noah says just signed up, so stoked. You are within that first 100. I'm pretty sure that you guys right now are still within those first 100 that we allotted for today. So what's the promotion code again? WP, like WordPress. You know, WordPress, basically WordPress lead explosion. We wanted to make it with that. So WP. All right. Manuel says I am in. Chuck says just signed up. David says done. Tina's asking again for the promo code WP. I am stoked. Who else is excited to be on here? Give me a big yes. If you're excited, I'm probably more pumped than you. I don't know who's more pumped. If you're more excited to get started with this. Now, when you get that email, when you get that first email, one thing that I want to tell you, and this is huge, this is important. When you get that first email, make sure you watch that video. All right? Make sure you watch that video, because it's going to tell you a little bit about the platform. Now, the video says, and listen up, the video says it costs $4 per month for each client advertiser that you make. All right? We waived that. So you won't be charged those $4. If you're in the UK, by the way, the same pricing, it's just in pounds. All right? So it's 147 pounds instead of $147. The reason for that is that the UK is just more expensive, and our client base is smaller there, but the platform is exactly the same. Okay, so for the $4, otherwise it costs you, and you need to make an advertiser account. You need to become a client of yourself, and we waive that fee. All right, so for one advertiser account, so basically. You don't have to pay that $4 per advertiser per month. Does that make sense, guys? Yeah? Okay. Just want to make sure. John, yes, you did. All right. Chris says, got the error message. The credit card type is not supported. Chris, I hear you. It might be a Discover MasterCard. And so, just to be clear, though, it is $147 a month, okay? And after that, you should see an email, and this is optional. This is very optional, and it's really just about who's really serious and stuff like that. If you wanna upgrade to unlimited apps, unlimited sites, then it's $9.97. Otherwise, you get what's included, and you kind of go as you go. Okay. So let's see. Mark, no, it does not. Let me write to you here. Mark, I wouldn't give that smiley, that sad face. I just wrote you a private message. All right. But all right. Let's see. Marcus is asking, however, I joined the webinar late. Will you have a replay of this webinar? Of course. We're gonna put it in the bonus section under WP Lead Explosion. I just jumped up and down, and my head spun. I'm feeling like a little lightheaded. I love this energy, guys. Let me just, if I could take a second, let me just thank you for all of you coming here. Whether you're getting in on this, I hope everyone does, because I think this is the deal of the century. But even if you don't, I just love everyone's energy here, and I want to thank you for that. All right, so let's see. A couple. Constance says, Constance, Avi, can you check up on that? I'm not sure. If it doesn't work, Constance, just submit a support ticket, please, if you can. What's going on, Mitch? Oh, some people. Which link is not working? Which link is not working, Constance? And I want to figure out which link is not working. Okay, Sai, if you don't get a receipt email within 24 hours and you want one, hit us up on our support, okay? UK link not validating. Duncan says, I got billed twice, 1 cent and $1. Yes, that is normal, Duncan. That happens. I know I've seen people. So it might show up as 2 bills. One's like a 99-cent one. One is a $1 one, or a $1 and a 1 cent one. It's because of the way the credit cards are processed for validation, I think, purposes. Okay? So I think the 1 cent is first just to validate, and then you get billed that dollar. So it might be $1 and 1 cent. I hope you're not going to kill me for that. Otherwise, we'll send you a refund. No, I'm just joking. All right. A couple people. Okay. Mitch is asking for support. Let me send that to you. SqueezeMobi.zendesk. gmail.com. Okay? And David, yes, there are. All right, let's see, David. Yes, it's for the mobile sites and mobile apps. Okay, David, just for that. Doug says I am all in. Tanya or Rory here, I'm in. Who's in? Who got in? Okay. And a couple of people are asking about the 147. It is not billed only if you enter that promotion code. Otherwise, you're going to be billed immediately for the 147, okay? So make sure you enter that promotion code and you validate it. Let me go over that one more time, how to actually do that. On that second page, you enter promotion code and you press validate. And Zach says, I got in. Did I make the 100? Yes, you have. You so far have made the 100 that we allotted for today. And once again, for $1 for the first month, we're giving you a couple things as free, as freebies. You basically get the 9 Facebook timeline images, the direct mail template, the QR code flyers, just for investing your time. We're gonna keep your dollar though off of that. Okay. So I hope that's cool with everybody. But that's the deal that we're giving you. Sai says over Delivery City. I hope it is. And Troy, and let me see who got in. Let me read off the names. And I know you're excited, but seriously, I really we're working hard. And I really hope that you have a good experience with our platform, with being here. It really means a lot, and we're working hard to work for you to make this platform even better. And you're gonna see even updates and things like that. Hopefully very as we progress, because it's not just a kind of a dump, pump and dump type of scenario. No, this is something that we're working on. This is our business that we need to make sure that everyone here is satisfied. Okay? Jules said the link is not working. Jules, are you, let me see. Is anyone having problems with the links? And apologies, guys. There's, at one point there were 400 people in this webinar. So I apologize if you're okay. If we're not getting back to your questions, we're trying as hard as possible. Okay, we've got a couple people as well here that are kind of servicing everybody. Okay. Which one is not working? Let me see. I see a couple people having problems. Let me attend to these problems. Give me 1 second, okay? And for now, I'm not sure if the 100 was crossed yet, but I haven't checked yet, so I haven't cut that off, okay? So don't panic if okay? I know they're going fast and there were 400 people on this webinar, but give me 1 second, okay? Let's see. Okay, let me say, Jules, let's see. And if you've already signed up for SqueezeMobi, guys, like 2 months ago, don't sign up again, please. Okay, please don't sign up. I know just we did like a little bit of a private launch to just a couple people before for our beta testers, and so just saying, okay? Let me see. Debit cards might not be working. Yes, Mike, you are correct. And this is different. Okay, let me tell you. Some people are asking, what about that what about that email course that's from Jamie and David? This is different to that course. Okay, that is with the WP Lead Explosion. That's a course. Okay, this one is very different to that. And Yes. Much love, Jules. I'm excited too. I'm excited too. I'm excited too, Jules. So, all right. So let me see. Um, Dean saying, throw the email course in. We cannot do that, unfortunately. I hope we're already over delivering with this. Um, but that is David and Jamie's internal proprietary email strategy that they're using, and that is not a monthly payment. That's just a one-time 97 thing. This is 147 per month. Okay, Marcus, what are you saying? Oh, let me answer that for you, Marcus. I have a longer answer for you, Marcus. Let me say a couple things. And okay, so let me. Can you summarize the expenses again? Okay, Barry, good question. Because I know a lot of people are having questions about the expenses. Okay, the expenses are $5. The expenses are it's $7 per month per app and $7 per site per app. Okay, after you get above the limit. But you get a site, you get 5 apps, you get 3,500 text messages, also 1 cent per each additional credit. Because in the UK, if anyone's from the UK, text messaging costs much more. In Canada, 1 text message to send, it costs 2 credits. In the US, 1 text message costs just 1 credit, so it's literally 1 cent per text message. And then client accounts are $4 each per month. After you use up that first client account that comes kind of complimentary. Okay? Does that make sense, Barry? Okay. Let me okay. So Aaron, I understand. Okay. Okay, let me see. Is that Noah is asking, is the email course that was offered as well a part of WP Lead Explosion? Yes, that's $1 and then $97 one time after the 7 days. But this is completely different, okay? Yes, David and Jamie's email course was the OTO2 wall. Ash, you are not, Ash, this is very important. Please put in the promotion code right here. I'll show you on this slide. Please put in that promotion code which says WP, okay? All right, let me see. Some people are saying not working for me. I will make sure. I'm going to just cut off the recording.